Now, will you provide your family with groceries? Is that too much? Too much? Said I love you, babe. Feel your love, yeah. Real love is buying groceries for your family.
Que reflejan tu mirada, la noche tú y yo.
I got this fire burning in me from within. Concentrated thoughts on who I used to be. I'm shedding skin. Every day a new version of me, a third of me demented, cemented in pain, juggling the pros and cons of fame. I don't know how to make friends, I'm a lonely soul. I recollect this isolation, I was 4 years old. Truth be told, I've been battling myself, trying to navigate the rhythms fake, cynical about the judgment day. I did past life progression last year and it f***ed me up. Reincarnated on this earth for 100 plus. Body after body, lesson after lesson. Let's take it back to Michigan in 1947. My father kicked me out the house because I wouldn't listen to him.
And welcome in, everybody. Glad you're with us. The show has an NL East matchup. It's the New York Mets and the Washington Nationals. First pitch coming your way next. Just about to get underway, and today's starting pitcher, Mitchell Parker. Tell us about him in that sub-3 ERA, Singy.
Well, anytime you can keep your ERA under 3, you're doing a lot of things right, and you're putting your team in a position to win a lot of ball games as well. And he's doing tremendous out there on the mound. Every time he gets the ball, you expect him to go out there and dominate, and that's what he's been to this point. We'll see how he is today.
Ready to go, and now the shortstop, Francisco Lindor. Inside, and we're off and rolling here in D.C.
First pitch, 136.
Check swing, went around, and it's a ball and a strike.
Oh, here's a game Lindor will never forget. One night in July of 2023, he went 5 for 5 with a home run, 2 triples, and he scored 3 runs. That stat line is so rare, only one other player has done it. Guess who? Willie Mays in 1958.
On the ground to short. Oh, can't pick it up cleanly.
Well, I hope that's not a sign of things to come in this one for either side. We want to see a good, clean game in this one. An error on the first play of the game kind of makes you wonder, but it's a great chance for this visiting lineup to strike first.
And now it's Juan Soto. And a first pitch fastball is in for a strike. Parker, a 6'4" lefty, 240 pounds, and he's one of the few players in Major League Baseball born in New Mexico. On the ground to the left. Tenna to second, double play. That was some defensive wizardry.
Oh man, what a smooth double play. That was a thing of beauty from start to finish.
And now it's the polar bear, Pete Alonso. Well hit the other way. That one going back and foul.
I love how he tracked the ball right there and was able to get through that fastball just a little bit late. Otherwise, it stays fair. I think if the top hand is a little stronger, same swing produces a home run.
No ball, 2 strikes.
That just misses. 1-2 to count.
Really good take, especially with 2 strikes.
And that skips in the dirt. 2 outs, base is empty. And the polar bear strikes out. Nothing doing for the Mets. And now the Nats get their first opportunity. There's no score. Major League Baseball is on the show. Back in Washington, D.C., and towing the slab, Kodai Senga. And singing, it's not hard to see, he's been outstanding.
Well, you just take a look at the numbers, ERA in the low 1s. He's clearly been one of the best pitchers in the league this year. I mean, just dynamic stuff. It's electric as well as it comes through the zone. Hitters trying to figure out what he's doing. So hard. To think with, and the only bad thing for him is that your ERA can really only go up. It's hard to take it down lower unless you throw a shutout. So we'll see what he's got in this one.
Gets a swing and a miss with the sweeper. Swing and a miss.
I would throw him another breaking ball. Try to go again with the fastball, slightly elevated. He just is having a hard time catching up.
Fights that one away, still 1-2. Spoils a 2-strike pitch, and he'll see another. Headed towards the corner, and that is a foul ball.
5 foul balls in a row. I have no idea what that feels like, but you got to love this battle. Just wondering who's going to blink first.
Popped up to the left, into foul ground. Makes the grab, and there's one down. Here's Dave Martinez lineup for the Nationals. One guy leading the way offensively for this club right now, Nathaniel Lowe.
This guy had an on-base percentage of over 400 last month. That's just telling you he's taking his walks, he's getting his knocks, he's finding some holes. Everything just going really well for him right now. But don't overlook the fact that that happens because he's having consistently good at-bats.
James Wood in the box here lets that one go for a ball. And a strike.
Well, he had a pretty good look at that pitch and not sure exactly what tied him up there. Couldn't pull the trigger, and perhaps the best pitch you'll see in this at bat to hit.
2 balls.
One out, bases empty. That one misses. Ball 3.
Still just the second batter of the inning, and on the mound, he's already thrown 13 pitches. They got him working hard out there.
Right through there for a strike.
Count's full.
Got him looking. Now 2 out. 2 outs, base is empty. And now it's Luis Garcia. Tap dances out of the way of that one.
Two balls, no strikes.
Two down, nobody on.
That's ball 3. 3 balls, 1 strike.
And now the count is full. And another power hitter lurking in the on-deck circle. The 3-2 is outside, and it's ball 4.
What a battle. It's not always easy laying off a 3-2 pitch, and I tell you what, he earned that walk.
Nathaniel Lowe up to hit.
Well, with this many pitches thrown here in this first inning, I mean, you're giving the other team a really good look. He's going to have to find a way to get some weak contact, maybe a swing and miss, get into that dugout and hit the reset button.
Senga picks over, and he's back in easily. First inning, and already up to 23 pitches. The 1-1 is fouled off. Cut on and missed, and it's a strikeout, and that is the inning. End of 1, and we're still scoreless. All set for the start of the inning. Here's the third baseman, Mark Vientos. That's in there, and it's 0-1.
I think he was sitting off speed right there because he just let the fastball go by.
That one is absolutely belted. Back there. Say goodbye to that one. And that should quiet this home crowd. Third home run of the season. It's 1-0.
Really impressive hitting a ball that far going into the wind. Nothing was going to stop it from getting over the wall. That one was a hanger, and pitchers typically don't get away with making a mistake like that. And right there, he made him pay.
Here's Jesse Winker. That misses. Ball 1.
But you just got to delete it. You give up that leadoff home run, go back to work, focus on this next batter.
Swing and a ball lifted in the air. Nabs it, and there's one away. Here's Brandon Nimmo.
Ooh, here's a guy at the plate. I'm expecting to have a good game. He always seems to play better in road games.
Swing and a miss. And that's strike 1.
Well, he threw that fastball right by him. Gives him a little bit of confidence, but in the back of your mind, you got to think, is he trying to set me up for later in this at-bat?
Swing and a miss. And the count is 0-2. Ricky Holiday, our umpire behind the dish, known as pretty fair umpire for both hitters and pitchers.
Yeah, I think that's right, Boog. There is a little inconsistency on the corners of the plate. You can't always be sure how it's going to go with those borderline pitches as the game progresses.
And now 2-2. Chris, do players ever change their approach in meaningful ways based on who's umpiring, or is it good to just be aware of tendencies so you're not that surprised?
I'd say the latter, because the pitcher's got to pitch to his strengths regardless. The hitter's got to hit to his strength. So you're aware of it, but you have to just hunt for what you can handle.
Luis Torrens up now for the Mets. That's in there. That's strike one. Ball one there. Two down, base is empty, but one run across here at the top of the second. That one drilled left field and foul ball. And that one is lifted in the air. Call. Brings it in for the third out. But they're off to a good start as they pick up a run on this solo shot. It's now 1-0. Bottom of the inning, and here's the first baseman, Josh Bell.
He's got pop, which is a little sneaky because he's so comfortable with taking his base hits to the opposite field, but he can jump you if you make a mistake.
That one finds the zone. 0-1.
0-1's the count.
Breaking ball in there for a strike.
0-2 count, both pitches on the inside part of the plate. Hitter is thinking, I don't want to get beat here. This is a good time for something off speed away.
Goes down looking. So up next, Dylan Cruz. There's the strike. A little out front there as he swings through it.
0-2.
Foul ball, still 0-2. Fans another, and that's 3 straight strikeouts. Back-to-back strikeouts to start the frame, and that's now 3 in a row.
Yeah, he's really settling in and getting a feel for his pitches, throwing them where he wants to right now. So we'll see how long he can keep this streak going.
Now the third baseman, Jose Tena. Lifted in the air, right center field. And puts the squeeze on that one. And that's the third out. And the Nationals gone in order. They trail here 1-0. Top half of the third inning. Now it's the second baseman, Luis Angel Acuna. Parker back to work. And a swing and a miss.
0-1.
Hard grounder into the outfield for a knock.
I know that was a ground ball, but it was absolutely hammered through the infield. That's not one you're excited to get in front of if you're an infielder. You know, they used to say, charge it. Crazy. And now they've got some speed on first, so we'll see if they try to get him into motion.
Tyrone Taylor at the plate now. That's ball one. Acuna gets his lead at first with nobody out. Laced into left. That's a base hit. And it's now first and second to start the inning.
A late jump, and I think that was the difference on the play, Boog. It's not always easy seeing the ball off the bat. Something to improve.
So the lineup flips over. Digging in, Francisco Lindor. He's 0 for 1. Just missed.
Hitter's got some good opposite field power. What I like about something being hit to the right side into the outfield is that the base runner at second has a very good read. And
oh, this one high and deep, way back there. And it is out of here. He hammers one out to center. It's his 6th home run of the season. It's 4-0.
Boog, I wasn't sure he hit that one as hard as he needed to get it out of here, but it had just enough behind it for the homer. What an attempt at the wall, though. He really gave a terrific effort to try and bring that one back.
Soto at the plate and takes high there.
Can be tough to bounce back after a big home run, but nobody on, nobody out. You just have to treat it as a fresh inning.
In the air, left field, down the line. Wood takes it in for the out. And there's one down. Look how far he had to go that time. What an amazing catch.
He believes that he can get to everything, and that attitude allows the speed to play in well enough for him to run down balls that guys would just play off the hop.
Tap foul at the plate. One down, base is empty. Fastball is outside.
2 strikes to a guy who's already 0 for 1 with the punch out, the only guy in the lineup with that strikeout. But you can't get too relaxed. You still got to make good pitches to get him out.
And that's a strikeout looking. That was pretty nasty.
Well, he throws him with a great fastball right on the corner. It's kind of like bowling when you think the ball's going to get into the gutter and somehow just hangs onto that edge and knocks down a pin. Well, he got the outside corner of the plate and got that called 3rd strike.
And first offering is fouled off. 2 gone, bases empty, but 3 runs across. We're here in the top half of inning number 3. Swing and a ball lined out towards center. Brings it in with a nice running grab. And that is that. Another look at the long ball from Francisco Lindor. It's now a 4-0 ball game. And welcome back to the ballpark. And here is Alex Call. And the first offering is not close. Out in front with the swing, and that is strike 1. Right through there for a strike. Cut on and lifted in the air. The throw into second. In there safely. Runner in scoring position. No outs. Here's the catcher, Riley Adams. That one's in there. Strike 1. On the ground to first, Alonso steps on first for the out.
That's a good piece of hitting right there. It's early, but you still want to move the runner up and give your team a chance to score. That's exactly what happened, so you better believe your teammates are happy with you after that at bat.
Abrams now at the plate as he swings through strike 1. In there for a strike at the bottom of the zone.
Man, this guy's got a great feel for his breaking ball today.
Fouls it back with 2 strikes. Foul ball. It stays 0-2. Swing and a miss. Struck him out. He picks up his 5th strikeout on the hill.
He's locked in at the plate when he's using the whole field. He was out in front there. Just needs to let the ball travel a little more, and his timing will be back on track. Good pitch for the strikeout.
Wood in the box for the 2nd time. 1 ball, no strikes. That's off the inside corner. And that's ball 2. And that one fouled off. 2 outs and a runner at third here in the last half of the 3rd. Fouls one off. 2-2. Two outs. Smoked on the ground to second. Now a jump throw. And very nicely done for the out. Nationals leave 1. They're down 4-0. Back here in Nationals Park. Now it's the right fielder, Jesse Winker. Winker, in his 8th season, 31 years old, and they went out and made a trade for him last season. Fought off foul.
Well, he hasn't quite settled in out there. 4 runs in 3 innings. He's going to have some quick 1, 2, 3 innings to pitch deep into this ball game.
Right side, hard hit. Sends it to first. 1 up, 1 down. And stepping in for New York, Brandon Nimmo. Fly to left his first time. That one missed. Activity in the Washington bullpen. Trevor Williams up and loosening in the pen. Ferrer, a left-hander, also throwing. And that one ripped into right, and it goes just foul. Here's a 1-1. And a foul ball. The 1-2. Swing and a pop-up in foul ground. Tenna hauls it in, 2 away. 2 down, bases empty. And now the catcher comes up to hit. Luis Torrens flied to right his first time. And strike 1 to the catcher.
This is important. If he can go 1, 2, 3 here, will be a very positive sign for him and for his team.
There's a swing and a drive. Got all of that one. A solo shot. His second of the year. It's 5-zip. 2 pitches, 2 swings. That one for a home run.
Looking to be aggressive all the way, and it paid off for him in a big way.
Singy, I hope you saw it because it didn't stay in the air for long.
No, it didn't, Boog. StatCast telling us 110 miles per hour off the bat, and that's plenty to hit one out if you get enough air under it. As a hitter, you hardly feel the ball when you make contact as solid as he did right there.
Acuna in the box now as he looks at ball 1. Second plate appearance of the day for him. 2 down, nobody on. Top half of inning number 4. That one fouled off. That misses the zone, and it's 2-1. Foul ball. Out towards right center field. Makes the grab on the run. And that is that. The Mets add 1 to their lead on this solo shot. And the lead is now 5-0. You're watching Major League Baseball on the show. Bottom 4, here's the second baseman, Luis Garcia. That one's upstairs, ball 1.
You know, these Nationals just lacking discipline at the plate in this ball game. They're chasing a lot of pitches outside the zone, and those chases that are turning into a bunch of outs. Can they turn that around and stay within the zone? We'll see, but I think they have to.
And that one missing low. Next offering is fouled back. And he hits a ground ball right side. Toss to Alonso. And one gone in the 4th as they get the leadoff man.
Well, he's doing a nice job of keeping the ball out of the air. Lets the defense work behind him with another ground ball. Good execution.
Here's Nathaniel Lowe. Went down on strikes his first time through. Swung on. Popped up on the infield. Vientos hauls it in for the out. Two outs, base is empty. And now the switch hitting first baseman Josh Bell. In the air, right side. Winker on his way over. He's there. He's got it. And that is that. We're back, and there's a new arm on the mound to start the 5th. Number 61. He pitched yesterday, and we'll see him once again. And first offering is fouled off.
Well, these Mets putting together some really good at-bats in this game. There's been a lot to like with how they're approaching their chances at the plate. It looked to me like they really wanted to get to the starter early, get him out of the game before he settles in. So I'd say mission accomplished.
Call right there to make the grab. And there's one away. Back to the top of the Mets order. Now up to hit Francisco Lindor. And there's a foul ball. Francisco Lindor at the plate. The Mets shortstop, originally drafted by Cleveland, and a guy with some serious power and an excellent defender.
He was all over that one. Pretty tough for the infielders to do anything with that one. He pulled it hard into the outfield, and even when you keep it on the ground, it feels great when you hit a missile like that.
Juan Soto now. Ground ball right side, could be two. There's one. Out. Throw off line. He's safe. And a nice job there to keep it from getting away.
Well, they had the chance to turn in two right there, but I don't think he got a good grip on the ball as he tried to transfer from glove to throwing hand. They say you can't assume a double play. I beg to differ at the big league level, but it's going to be ruled as a fielder's choice.
Here's Pete Alonso. 0 for 2 in this one. Now a screamer into the outfield. Brings it in, and that'll do it. Mets strand one as they are unable to add to their 5-0 lead. And we're back. We head to the bottom of the 5th. And now up for Washington, Dylan Cruz. Swinging a foul straight back.
Well, these Nats, from what we've seen, I think it's fair to wonder if they've been too patient at the plate. They found themselves behind in the count quite a bit. They're trying to be patient, but it's mostly resulting in outs, not base runners. And you could argue it's making things more difficult at the plate.
Drilled out towards left center field. That's well struck. Nimmo going back. And an automatic double as it hops the fence.
That was loud contact and a no doubt doubled off the bat. I didn't know it was going to land in the bullpen, though, and he's really improving his accuracy out there. It's almost like he tried to do it.
Runner in scoring position, no outs. Jose Tena digging in for the Nationals. Fastball for a strike. Man at second. Yeah, big swing and a miss.
Another 0-2 count right here. Pitcher just in the driver's seat. He can go anywhere he wants to go right here.
Foul ball left side. He'll see another. Cruz at second with nobody out. Got him. So he picks up his 6th strikeout of the ball game.
Well, just couldn't pull the trigger on the fastball right there, and I don't think he was taking it, thinking it might be a called ball or anything. I just think he was flat out frozen. Did not expect that location, in my opinion.
Call. The next to hit takes ball 1. Next pitch misses, and the count is 2-0. Right through there for a strike. Swing and a ground ball. Out on a bang-bang play, but he made it close. Riley Adams digging in for the Nationals. He's 0 for 1. Swing and a miss. 0-1. 2 outs and 1 in scoring position. Senga checks the runner. Cruz back on a dive. Got him swinging. So 1 left for Washington. Still looking at that 5-0 deficit.
Keep me out of harm's club, but can't seem to save a single thing. Who's afraid of evil thing? Constituent to time and people's dreams are from the norm. We appear quite average, no matter. No costume, no exposed lavish.
New inning getting. Started. Now here is Mark Vientos. Base knock center field. And the leadoff man aboard. And now the right fielder, Jesse Winker. And first offering is fouled off. And there's a ball. Activity in the bullpen. Jorge Lopez looks to be getting ready for Dave Martinez. Ferrer getting cranked up as well. And it is 2-1. Just missed.
Outside.
To the right side, and that's just foul. Nobody out, runner at first. And ball 4, 2 aboard.
His ability to draw walks has been something that's been part of his career since day one.
First and second, no outs. Brandon Nimmo up now for the Mets. Swung on, belted. That skips over the fence, so it's an automatic double. As a run scores.
Well, everyone is thinking, Ed, would the runner have scored from first if the ball stayed in the park? We'll never know, but they do get a run across with a chance to do more damage in the inning.
Luis Torrens up now for the Mets. He's already homered here in this one. That clips a corner. And that one fouled off. Winker, the runner at third. Nimmo stands at second. No outs. That one down the line, and foul ball.
Definitely got the hitter conscious of the pitch inside. Really think the outer half is open.
Good eye in that spot.
Man, oh man, I don't know how you take that pitch. That's as close as it gets.
That one missing inside.
All right, so in this at bat, he's seen a couple of off-speed pitches, now back-to-back fastballs. In this count, you definitely got to stay back. Make sure you don't get out in front and be prepared to shorten up and hit the ball the other way.
Swings and lines a base hit into left field. One runs in. Another comes in to score. Manager out of the dugout, and stepping in is the speedy Luis Angel Acuna. Back up the middle and a base hit. So a man aboard now with one away. So digging in, Tyrone Taylor, 1 for 2. And the first pitch misses for ball 1. Still only one out here in the inning. Inside, just missed.
This is one of those situations the infielders have to pre-plan and understand that the ball's got to be hit extremely hard right at them if they're going to have a chance to go for a double play.
And that misses upstairs. Now 3-0. Next offering is fouled back. Here's a high fly ball out to center. Cruz drops into the glove. 2 down. So the batting order turns over. So up next for New York, Francisco Lindor. He's already homered in this game. That one's in there. Strike 1. In the air, right field call. Settles under this one. He makes the grab. And that is that. 3 runs on 4 hits, no errors, and 1 left on. Top of the order due up in the home half of the 6th. It's the Mets 8 and the Nationals nothing. Back in Washington, D.C., John Shelby with Chris Singleton in the booth, and leading off the bottom of the 6th, C.J. Abrams. Clay Holmes comes on now. He has a great slider with tons of movement.
Number 35.
And that's off the inside edge. 1-0.
Well, every pitcher wants run support, and having a lead is nice, but it can be challenging for some pitchers. I think keeping the mindset.
He won't get there. That should be extra bases. Safe at second with a leadoff double.
Everything came together for him. Off the bat, it was headed for the gap all the way. And as a hitter, you love seeing those as you take your first couple of steps out of the box. You know you've got some real estate to run on, and such a good feeling. Nice liner into the gap right there.
Edge of the zone, called a strike. And it's 0-2. And it's fouled off. They'll do it again. Runner at third, nobody out. Here in the bottom of the 6th. Swing and a miss. Couldn't hit the fastball at the knees. Next to hit for the Nats, Luis Garcia.
You have to stay disciplined in these at-bats. Try not to chase. A strikeout here is the last thing you want.
Popped up to the left into foul ground, and no one can get to it. It's a foul ball. Foul ball there. Strike 3, and that's 2 in a row. And now Nathaniel Lowe.
And this is a big opportunity for him to pick up his teammate right here. On
the ground. Lindor on to first. That ends the inning. So one hit is all they get. We're through 6 full. It's the Mets 8 and the Nationals nothing. Back here in a blowout, which gives us a chance to talk about just about anything.
Bro, don't get me fired.
All right, Singy, in ballpark entertainment, you got a favorite mascot race?
Yeah, I love what they do in D.C. with the former presidents.
Somebody always gets tackled. They always get hurt.
I know, and it's just crazy. Imagine running around in those big, bulky suits, and somebody's always going to go down.
Way inside. Fly ball center field. Makes the catch for the out. And a quick out, number 1. In steps the polar bear, Pete Alonso. 0 for 3 in this one. And first offering is fouled off. Do you remember when Tim Kirkchin ran in the sausage race in Milwaukee?
No, I didn't see that one.
Yeah. Yeah, they used one of the kid-size ones.
You know, this isn't exactly a mascot race, but I love what they do in Atlanta with the freeze.
The Mets up big in this one here in the top half of inning number 7.
That's ball 2.
I wanted to race the freeze at one point. I don't think my hamstrings could hold up for it now.
I feel like 5 years ago you could have handled the freeze. It would have been fun, and I would bait you into it and try and get you to train to race the freeze, and it just never materialized.
Yeah, I appreciate that you had enough confidence in me that I could beat a guy who looks like he was going to the Olympic trials at some point or another. But yeah, it's always a great thing to watch there at Truist Park.
Would you have worn one of those bobsled outfits like the freeze wears?
Nah, that would have been a little too revealing for me at this age.
I feel you. On the ground to third. The throw to first. And that is the inning. No runs. Ready to go for the last half of the inning. Josh Bell at the plate now. Holmes back to work. And first offering is fouled off. Holmes in his 7th season, 31 years old. He joined the team as a free agent. Now a fly ball to right center. Winker hauls it in, and there's one away. Dylan Cruz digs in now. In for a strike, and it's 0-1. Base is empty, one away. Here at the bottom of the 7th. Swing and a miss, and that's strike 2.
0-2 is the count.
Swing, and he breaks his bat. He's got it, and there's 2 away. Up now for Washington, Jose Tena. And that one in the air center field. Taylor pulls it down, and that ends the inning. And welcome back to the ballpark. Ready to begin the 8th. Now it's the right fielder, Jesse Winker. Line drive, caught.
Man, he smoked that fastball. He's all over it. It's just frustrating when you can't get it to fall. Maybe next time up he'll find a hole.
Brandon Nimmo up now for the Mets. Swing and a high fly ball. That's out to center. 2 down. 2 down, base is empty. Luis Torrens now at the plate. Swing and a high fly ball out towards right field. Cruz makes the play, and it's out number 3. Ready for the bottom of the 8th, and now the right fielder, Alex Call. Slider misses outside. Call started after it, tried to hold up. Now a look to first. He did not go around. And the righty deals. And down on strikes he goes. And he's registered 3 Ks in this one.
Really love the pitch sequence right there. I'm telling you what, pitcher and catcher on the same page right now.
And it's the catcher for the Nationals, Riley Adams.
Ball
First
one,
offering
no strike.
misses badly for ball 1. The Nats with a lot of ground to make up here, the bottom half of the 8th inning.
Nope,
that one
that's
misses, and it's 2-0. Swing and a miss as he was late.
Ooh, Baya.
1 strike.
You got to remember to take the donut off the bat, partner.
Swing and a miss. And that's strike 2.
He's gotten into a really good rhythm, sat down 7 in a row. He just wants to get the baseball and deliver it as quickly as possible. Keep the momentum going.
Misses just off the outside edge. I think that was a strike.
Caught a break right there. Pretty good pitch on the outside corner.
Cut on and miss. Struck him out. Make it 4 strikeouts for him on the bump today.
Man, I really like the ability to bounce back right there after not getting the call he probably should have gotten. He didn't let it affect his focus, and he came back with another good pitch to get him swinging.
That's out.
Abrams in now. Takes ball 1 off the plate. A swing and a miss, and that's strike 1.
1 ball,
Talk
1
about
strike.
tying a guy up. That was ugly.
And a swing and a miss there.
A lot of times you'll
1 ball,
see a pitcher
2
maybe
strikes.
double up on a pitch. This guy will throw it 3 times, 4 times in a row because hitters just can't lay off of it.
Swing and a miss. Struck him out. And he strikes out the side here in the 8th. Nothing doing for Washington. And they're on the short end of an 8-0 score. All set to start the 9th in this one. Now it's the second baseman, Luis Angel Acuna. And first offering is fouled off. Ripped to short, snagged on a bounce. Now 1 gone in the 9th. Here's the center fielder, Tyrone Taylor. 1 for 3. Ripped into right center. Base hit. So the 1-out hit turns the lineup over.
Went up there looking to be aggressive and got something he could handle. That pretty much split the zone down the middle, and those are the ones where you got to make them pay.
And now it's Frankie Lindor. In the air, left field, down the line. And that's a fair ball. Quick throw back in. Lead runner holds at second with 1 gone.
2 consecutive base hits for these guys here. Just a bloop hit behind third right there, and that's a really tough play for a third baseman or shortstop to get to, and the same for the left fielder. So he just found a perfect place to drop that one in right there.
And first offering is fouled off. Taylor on second. Lindor over at first with 1 away. And that's a little bit high. And the count 1-2.
1 ball, 2
No,
strikes.
he's not afraid to fall into a 2-strike count. Knows the strike zone very well. So much so that I think umpires will look at him and determine whether it's a ball or strike, if he swings or
2
not.
balls,
And delivers
2 strikes.
outside. And now it's 3-2. Runners at first and second with 1 gone here at the top of the 9th. Hit in the air, center field. Cruz sizing this one up. No trouble here. Puts it away for the out. And there's 2 down. Now they get the runner and a run down. And they tag her for the double play. What was she thinking there? Back here in Nationals Park. So the closer summoned from the bullpen, Edwin Diaz.
And he's got a nice lead to work with, so he should come in throwing strikes, attacking these hitters.
On the ground, right side, and it goes just foul. Hard ground ball, base knock. Man aboard on the leadoff single. And now up for Washington, Luis Garcia.
3-pitch strikeout last time up. Got to put up more of a fight in this one.
Ground ball right side. Sneaks through, base hit. And now 2 aboard. Now Nathaniel Lowe. First pitch just misses. And there's a strike. Good heater at 98.
One way to make a guy real uncomfortable at the plate is pound him inside with good velocity. They're doing that right here.
And it's fouled away. Swing and a ball lifted left field. 1 down.
Now batting first baseman.
So they're at the corners now. And now the first baseman, Josh Bell. And that is cut on and missed. 0-1.
Man, 91 on the slider right there. That's a hard one. That's a low-end fastball for some pitchers.
Runners at the corners, 1 away. We're in the last half of the 9th inning. Swing and a high fly ball left field. Nimmo has it sized up. Makes the catch. Runner tags for home. That's a sacrifice fly as he comes across, and they're on the board, but lots of ground to make up.
In that situation, you're looking to get something up in the zone that you can put in the air. Worst case scenario, a sacrifice fly to drive in that runner from third.
So they're down to their final out. Next to hit for the Nats, Dylan Cruz. Outside corner, there's a strike. Garcia off of first with 2 away. They're down to their final strike.
Just not able to catch up to that velocity.
Got him, and that's the ball game.
Clearly the bats came to play today, and the pitching and defense as well. We saw some outstanding plays, great performances all the way around. Just 1 run allowed. They never gave the other side a chance.
And this one finishes with a final of 8-1. For Chris Singleton and our entire crew here at MLB The Show, thanks for stopping by. I'm John Shambi. Talk to you soon.
I ran out of Papa. Be nosy, I'ma knock his nose off. If he holy, I'ma send his soul off. Trespassing, I'ma cut his toes off. Much faster than a come on. Stop. If he ratting, I'ma cut his tail off. One mic, zero flaws. Spitting 24 karat gold bars. Till time fight to bring a blowtorch. Spending new money to fight an old charge. No such thing as no charge. Been hot since the Cold War. I already told you like Carter done told you. You think it's a game?